I have this good idea. So we need to put Rick's face on here. This is the shape. So here's my idea. If it does not go on here on our first try, because we kind of have one try and that's it, if this doesn't work, we're just going to make basically one giant cake pop, which I've never made. I just have the idea of how this works. So if this doesn't go on here, we're just going to mash up all the cake with the frosting and voila, we'll shape it like that. Wish me luck.
Oh! What just... Oh, God. Time for the big reveal! And it's... tails, it looks like. What is that?
Okay, so then that goes like that. And then his hair will go around that. And then... that'll go on there. And then I'll use this piece when I make the cake pop and stuff, and then like, it'll go on there.
Yeah.
Got it. I think I did it. The cake poppy stuff like that. So it'll be like a cake and a cake pop, and then the two cake pop eyes will sit right here. It'll be perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to make our first attempt at cake pops, and I've never done this.
Oh,
so I don't really know the measurements. I know they have to be kind of like tacky. I don't want like a lot of frosting in there. That's probably enough.
No.
I don't even know why I'm pretending to use a spoon. Like, that's what I usually do.
Yeah, because you gotta use that hand.
I never cook with my...
You gotta eat in there.
I'm never going to be able to tell if it's the right consistency.
I know the right consistency, but I can't help you. I mean, I can help you taste it, though. That's all I'm here for, in filming.
So I want it to be able to hold up, and I want it to...
Well, maybe you should start with like a little
let
practice
me talk,
one.
Please.
Okay.
So I need it to hold up. I want it to be able to hold up on a stick, and I want it to be able to hold up around my cake. I don't want it to be too moist, and I don't want it to be too dry. I've never eaten a cake pop, and I've never made a cake pop. So that's a bit of a challenge.
You have never eaten a cake pop?
No.
Does that mean you've never had a childhood? Jeez.
They didn't have them when I was a kid. This is a new thing.
I've had them before.
That
looks about it.
I know about what, like, okay,
it's gonna be creamy.
The right idea. So I know what it needs to look like, and to be able to have it like hold on a stick and for it to sit up against my cake, I know how it needs to sit, and so if it'll stick to something, then obviously it'll work, right? So I don't want it to be gross.
Let me try. I know about the consistency and the taste. Let me try
It's not
some.
disgusting. It's not going to dry your mouth out. That's a bonus.
I don't know.
I think that's going to do it. Perfect. Our fondant, however, which you'll see me make, actually is the only thing that turned out. So the fondant worked.
It smells good.
1 out of the 3 recipes was a winner.
And that comes up like, that was like perfect time.
So 1 out of the 3 recipes worked. it seems to be working. So I'm just setting it on and then just smoothing the edges really, really good. It's working great. So we're just going to keep doing that, and I'll show you how it goes in a minute.
So it's not staying together.
I'm trying to ice the cake, but it does not want to be frosted at all. I don't know what's wrong with it. It hates me, I think. I don't know what's the problem. I already have to take this one off because I have to ice between it. But this bottom cake is falling apart. This could be a real problem. I mean, I already wanted to stick that other stuff on here, the cake pop layer. If I can't get the icing on here, like that bottom layer is just going to have to go. And I don't know what I'm going to do if that is the case. Maybe just make it cake pop. I don't know. We'll work it out. But as of right now, it's dying. Maybe once I get it cold, it'll stay better. But right now, it's just hating me. So that's what's happening right now. We're at. We're rough iced. We have a whole face. We have a mouth on the counter. Probably not ever something I've ever said before. And body parts in my microwave. I'm getting ready to put his skin on, apply his eyeballs, and put his mouth on. And then we'll have a cake that I can describe to you. See you in a few minutes.
How's it going?
Good. Decorating, that's too short.
That's a big eyeball, Mom.
Thank you. I have 2 of them, and I'm about to stick them in his head.
Okay, that
sounds
doesn't...
vicious.
Yes, it does. Where's their mouth, Do you have
the mouth is in the refrigerator.
Did you get the pointy nose right?
Yes, the nose is over there.
Nice. Jeez, you're viciously breaking that stick.
Okay. I made scissors hand.
Well, that's gonna end dangerous. Everybody, back up. Oh God, where'd it go?
All right, and I put a little frosting on there. Now we're gonna stick our eyeball on there.
Where's their black pupil? It looks like a cyclops.
Okay, and then his pupils are pointed in 2 different directions. So I think this pupil
Don't you think you should make a hole?
goes up here.
If I were decorating this, I would have completely failed already.
I think we're doing pretty good, even though he's got a little Frankenstein skin.
Mom, you need to wipe that off. It's going.
And this one is gonna go.
It's going down for you. I'm too weird for this job.
Okay, watch out. Here we go.
Oh God. 3, 2, 1. Oh gosh. That could be vicious. They could
All
fling
right,
anywhere.
when we get back, we'll have more of a face. Thanks.
That intense moment for a cook.
Alright, so this is the final piece. Pretty much. I still want to put a little bit, the final piece of drool in there.
Why is this drool green? That's not a good sign.
No!
Wow, that's nice. That's a pretty big unibrow there, Rick. Those are weird eyeballs. It's going on. Jeez.
Alright, there she is. Or
Yay.
he is. Alright, so here's the Rick from the Rick and Morty cake. It took me 14 hours to bake him and decorate him, which is definitely not the typical, 45 minutes, 2-hour nailed it challenge. But he's so cute. He looks a little like Frankenstein because I couldn't figure out how to smooth out his skin. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But now that I've finished him, I'm gonna go back and watch the how-to and maybe figure out what I did wrong and maybe what I did right. Which is probably none of it. His eyes are cake pops. His nose is all fondant. It's on a stick. You can kind of see his stick back there. I made 2 cakes that's iced in between. The cake has like a cake pop layer. So I made cake pop like I was going to make a bunch of cake pops, but then I lined it right here around the layer. Can you see both of us? Do I need to go down here? I'll sit down here like this. So I put cake pop between this layer of cake and the round cake that's like in here. So there's a cake pop layer, almost like a pizza crust, so that it would fill the gap, because I couldn't figure out how to fill the gap, and I thought like a buttload of frosting right there would be a horrible idea. So the same stuff that's in the eyeball, watch your hand, the same stuff that's in the eyeball is in like a crust layer around his head to fill the gap so that it would be this round shape, and so that I could kind of get like a chin area right here and a forehead. But then I also got a little dye on his forehead, and so like the girls do on the makeup tutorials, I just kind of covered that with a little bit of fondant. No one's gonna see that, just don't look at that. So, but he looks really good. I'm very proud of him. He's a little sexy brick. Frankenstein sexy brick. With his coffee-stained corn teeth. And his tongue has little realistic dots for tongue. And he's got a line down his tongue like you have a line in your tongue. I think it's good. I love it.
And he's apparently drinking kale juice.
No, he's drooling something. I don't know. The cake was drooling something. So, it's like I said though, it took 14 hours. If you guys would have given me like a time limit, it definitely would not look like this. It'd probably look like one of the crazy contest people, like, you know, the princess who, you know, come rescue me, the headless dragon, you know, or some of the crazy cookies where they just sprayed it. But I did have to do things like make my own fondant and try some frosting, because in my pantry, we don't have fondant or frosting, things just kind of chilling in there. So, because, you know, I'm not a big baker because I'm not allowed. No one wants to eat that.
Yeah.
They're like, just go buy the cake. Buy it. Buy us cookies. Don't make them. Save our stomachs. We don't have that much antacid.
Yeah.
So, for those of you that are watching this in other ways, there's going to be a test. I'm going to let my friends eat this. Sorry, friends. And I'll tell you what they think. So, nailed it!